Hello, this is Andrew from Breiter Properties. I wanted to quickly discuss something called a land lease, and it's part of the solar offerings that we offer as a solar consulting firm. And the way that it works is we are simply leasing your available roof space or land or available parking lot, whatever space you may have, and we're installing solar on the property. We're financing it, we're engineering, designing, permitting, building, operating it. We're taking care of the entire asset itself, and we pay you either an upfront amount and then a continuous base rent throughout the next 20 years with 2 5-year extensions. That's typically how we structure it, given the useful life of the system is approximately 30 plus years. So we want to maximize it, but we know that 30-year contracts are intimidating. So we do a 20-year contract. It's predictable income. I know you may not know where you're at in the next 20 years if you plan on selling the property. Fortunately, the property has its own tenant. So think of like you're selling a multifamily housing and you have it 50%, 75% occupied. It's already producing reoccurring revenue. You don't have to spend the cost of acquiring a new tenant. So that property is automatically more valuable when you go to sell it. So your property, we're your tenant. All right, we're giving you a payment amount, whatever it may be. It could be $20,000. It could be a multi-million-dollar lease agreement for the life of the span. It really depends on the size of the property and the land itself. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the opportunity, especially in Massachusetts, some Rhode Island, New York, New Jersey, Minnesota, Illinois, some parts of California, especially shopping malls and areas that it might be mixed-use commercial. There's a number of buildings, land, parking lots that are incredible opportunities to be able to lease the space and be able to fulfill additional revenue for your investment. And so you might have a vacancy throughout the building, or the financials might not be as attractive as when you initially invested in the property. But if you're able to add us as a roof tenant, we can both replace the roof membrane, we can take responsibility of the roof so that you don't have to worry about refinancing if you have bad roof damage, especially in older buildings that you're just holding for that perfect opportunity in the community. I mean, I'm going on a rant, I know, because there's so much opportunity to take advantage of roof leases. So I just wanted to discuss it briefly. I'm going to include some information below. There's a link to our website. There's going to also be a link to my email address. It's andrew@breiterplanet.com. Very easy to remember. Spelled Breiter. And I think that's everything I wanted to talk about today. So I look forward to hearing from you. I love to assess your property, see if it's viable, run the numbers. It can take approximately 2 weeks to do our assessment process. If it's longer, if it's a little bit more complicated of a property or project, it might take a month. I mean, it varies. We do everything in our power to give your property every opportunity to be monetized and to leverage our roof lease or land lease option. Thank you.